Welcome to day 2 of the Tennessee home search. We're actually back in Michigan. I'm doing some work around the house, getting this ready to put on the market, editing the videos up. I just got back from Menards. Here's something I don't understand. I went in to get a tile saw and a tray for mud, drywall mud. Went to the electric tool section, you know, where all the saws and the drills and the drill presses and everything are. And I said, I need a tile saw. Wet tile saw for some tile work. And they said, oh, you're going to want to go over by the flooring department because that's where all the tile stuff is. Okay, so I go over there, get my tile saw. Then my brain says, well, if I need a drywall mud tray for a joint compound, I should go over by the joint compound and the drywall and the tape and all of that. And nope, that was back in the tool section. It's like, I don't understand Menards. You crack me up. You crack me up. All right, video number 2. We looked at a few houses around the Crossville, Cookville area. One of them, I'm not going to tell you which one, but one of them we may bid on if it's still available when we get this house ready to sell. We got about another week yet, so fingers crossed that one's still available. But I'll let you watch the video and have some fun. There's some pretty cool property in Tennessee. Day 2 of the home search in Tennessee. We're over by Crossville, over towards the middle of the state today. And here's house number 1. So we just looked at the first house. Looked really cool from the outside. Log cabin, really kind of cool. Even looked kind of cool when you walked in, except the smell of the mildew. I don't know that there was actual mold growing, but it was definitely that mildewy, overpowering, you know, stuff that's stored in the basement. But it was concentrated smell, and it just overpowered everything. And I don't know if that would ever come out of that wood, because that smell would just be on everything. You'd leave the house, and your clothes would smell like that. I mean, it would just be bad. So, that one's down on the list. We're going to go to the next house today and see what we can see. All right, at the next place, out in the middle of nowhere, but really cool. Let's take a look. All right, so house 2, the land looked really cool. 18 point whatever acres. We didn't even walk all of it because it was big. There's a lot of acreage. The barn was awesome, would be perfect. The shop was pretty cool. It was wired for 120. I could easily, the box was right there. I could easily run 220 for any big tools. And had a chimney, could put a forge right there. Already had a chimney ready to go. So the shop area, I think, was awesome. The house was a single wide, an old single wide with some stick-built additions, and you could tell it was just redneck janky. I don't know that it's not salvageable. A lot of it's cosmetic. There's a little bit of structural work in the trailer area with the floor. It bowed, and there would need to be some structural work done, and then just cosmetic stuff, new kitchen cabinets, and new flooring, and new everything cosmetic-wise. So, could we live in it while we were doing it? I don't know. That one's a question mark, I think. We'll have to see. We're going to look at some more today, and we'll have to see. Location on that one, it's further away from Knoxville than it is from Cookville, so I'd have to really consider. I mean, it's like an hour 45 from Knoxville, but it was an hour 15 to Cookville, so an hour 15 is still a long commute, but a lot better than an hour 45. So we'll have to figure that out, weigh it all into considerations. On to the next. So we were looking at this other house, and you know, it's pretty much a foreclosed thing. We'd be paying cash like 30 grand,
But the land on that one is really nice. And next door was this place. There's a big condemned sticker on it. And so we just came inside and
We came through the window.
we came through the window and look at those hardwood floors. Structurally, I mean, it's pretty dang solid. It would need a new bathroom. This is the part that's not solid. They obviously had some kind of water leak from the tub or whatever that rotted the floor out. So, and then you can see it dipping over here. So, I have to jack that up, rebuild the joists, rebuild the floor a little bit, just in the bathroom. Other than that, the house is pretty dang nice. I mean, the kitchen obviously would need new cabinets and need to be redone and just made to look nice. But the house itself, so we're thinking maybe we can get this house on the floor closure and that other house pay cash for because it's so cheap. All that acreage, this might be a viable option. We'll have to discuss that one.
There's also a random room in the garage.
And there is a random room in the garage. She wants to show everybody the random room in the garage.
Random room in the garage.
Random room in the garage. So I don't know if I could explain it well enough on that other video because the realtor was kind of following us and I don't want to say too much in front of them. But the first house was on about 5 acres and the property laid really kind of cool. It was kind of levels, kind of like pueblos out west. Plateaus. It was really neat. But the house was a total gut job, a lot of termite damage, and would need an addition just to fit our family. So it was kind of like, I don't know. It was cheap though. Listed for 54, and the realtor's thinking they might go as low as 25 or 30. But then right next door was the house that I got the video of, and we were just standing at the end of the driveway, and the realtor went to look at this notice that was in the window, and it had been foreclosed. Doors were locked, couldn't get in. So I tried a window and it popped open, and I was like, all right, well, can we break and enter in Tennessee? If they're going to sell the house potentially, I don't think the bank will mind. So we did. So the realtor's like, well, what do you think if we did this house in conjunction with that house and all the property and everything's all contingent, and I could talk to the bank and we could probably get it all together under like half your budget that you were approved for, because the house was foreclosed and it needs work. So it'll be interesting to see what he can find out on that one. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth looking into to seeing if that would fit. And the barn was kind of cool. I would need some work to turn that into a decent shop. But all in all, when you're looking for a homestead that you can afford, that one might work out just fine. I don't know. We'll take a look. We're going to another one, though, that's like half built. Or like all built but not finished or something. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at this one. Would truly be homesteading off grid for a while, and yeah, we'll see what's going on with that one. The last one we're looking at today. Let's go see. This one needs a lot of work to finish up.
Very strong. I had 8 adults up there on Father's Day doing shrimp boil, so it is strong. It's good to go. So I got these freezer panels. I was going to put up a little room area back here, and then I was going to wrap it in all that wood siding and make a little hunting place because the deer come down right through here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Deer moves are pretty hard. I don't know if you're a hunter or...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten through. and mud around, and then I made a little makeshift door for my boys to keep them some privacy. Room in here.
It's a pretty big little room.
The kitchen and the living room area, it goes up 24 feet to the top of the ceiling. It's gable roof, but I put plastic across to try to keep the heat down there.
Sure.
I don't like the cold. And this is just temporary blocked off because I've been sleeping over here on the side of the fireplace. But like I said, double doors are supposed to go here. Never got them yet. So I built this just to hold this fireplace, and the view from looking down is spectacular.
Well, that was a long day. That final house, the property was freaking amazing, with the river, and there was a waterfall that I couldn't get on video because it was at the wrong angle, but I mean, it was just really neat. There were caves in there. The property just laid fantastic. And then you get to the house, and there's no septic. All the waste goes into a tank. I'm guessing it's kind of like an RV sewage tank kind of thing. He said he gets it pumped out every couple of weeks, and that's what they're pooping and peeing in. The water, there's no well, there's no spring. It's rainwater catchment, which is fine as long as it's raining. When it's not raining, then you got to go haul water in, and I don't know if I'm ready to do that. There's no electric. He's running off generators. He's been running off generators for 5 years. I don't want to run off generators. I don't want to live on a generator. He's got electric at a pole on the property, but they won't run it until the house is more complete, kind of thing. We could pay cash. We could get it cheap enough to pay cash. But we need to put some outbuildings up, and I mean, I don't know. It would need a lot of work before it was livable for my wife and I and the 2 kids that are still at home, let alone having any family come and visit. I mean, it just wasn't a huge house. So I'm thinking that one, as cool as the property was, just isn't going to work. But we've still got another couple days here. We're going to go look at some more properties tomorrow and the day after that. Tomorrow we're back over towards the west by Cookeville, north of Cookeville, which is over closer to the Nashville area. And then on Saturday we will be back over here in the Knoxville area. So we'll see what happens. As of now, I'm heading off to the Pizza Hut to get some pizza. We got back to the Airbnb. Everybody is tired and hungry and cranky. And like, where are we going to eat tonight? I don't care. Let's just go back to the Airbnb and go get some pizza. So I'm going to get some pizza. But we'll continue the search for the new homestead on the next video. Thanks for watching.